Hey y'all, and welcome to Monter's Market, and welcome to the Vintage Lavender Farmhouse Series number 6. Now, you are probably wondering where in the heck number 5 went. Well, I did a challenge yesterday, and everything in that challenge is part of my remodel. So I named it by the challenge, but it is considered number 5 to this series. And if you watched that challenge, you get that. So we're going to jump right on into DIY number 1. And this is so easy, I don't even know if I can even consider it a DIY. So what I did is I bought these bath salts or whatever they're called from the Dollar Tree for $1, obviously. And I just cut out a little picture that matches all of my other decor and replaced the label that's on the jar. And that's it, y'all. It could not get any easier. And although these are bath salts that you would normally put in your bath and make it smell good and soften your skin and all of that good stuff, honest and truly, one of them smelled like bug spray. And I ain't about to go soaking up in no bug spray. So I just figured it would be cute to look at and to set up on my little table. So I did that for 2 of them. Now the other one was divine. It smelled so good, and it is something that I would probably consider soaking in one day. But I'm kind of more of a shower girl now. I used to, for years, was a bath girl. All I wanted to do was take baths, but now I'm so busy I just take a shower. So I don't know why I emptied that second one. I don't know what I was going to do now because that was right after my surgery, and I don't know what my thought process was. But once I got the labels put on, I just added a little bit of Mod Podge to the top to seal it in, and that was it. And like I said, I don't even know if you could consider this a DIY because all I did was made my own label for it, but I just thought it turned out too stinking cute, and it was perfect to set on the tray in my little bathroom now. So let me know what you think about this down in the comments. But I love the way they turned out, and I thought it was just a cute little idea to kind of make it my own. And then the little flower came from the Dollar Tree. So now let's get right on into DIY number 2. This is one of my favorites. There are 2 things in this video that are my favorites. This is one, and then the other one I'll show you in a minute. So this is just a regular old Dollar Tree planner. Flowers and Garden in French. And these are little bean pots that you can get on Amazon. I will link everything that is linkable down below. And excuse me. And let you be able to find this stuff yourself. So as you see, I just gave my little feet a good paint of the truffle chalk paint, and then my regular ivory that I've been using for this series. Now, let me show you what I did. You see me, I'm Miss Impatient, so I'm going to start drying this, right? Y'all, guess what happens? I'm going to show you. I'm sitting here and I'm drying, and I go, it was hot, and I was like, oh, I can't even hardly touch that. It was so hot because I was drying it, right? Well, then I go to flip the daggum thing, and look what the heat did. Bam. My feet start falling off. Just watch. That heat from that gun melted that glue right on back down, and I lost my feet. So I had to go back in and put them back on. But when I did this time, I used hot glue and E6000, and it's going so fast you can't see where I put the E6000 on there. But I took my little sanding block, and I sanded down the name where it would kind of pop through, and that's all I did. Once I got that done, I added my floral foam to the middle, and I did glue it down because this is a permanent piece that I wanted to keep forever, especially after it turned out the way it did, because I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite pieces, and to think that I did it, oh my goodness gracious. Now, this is a lavender mix that I got from Walmart. I used 2 of them, and I used one of these greenery mixes right here. And that's all I used. So I've got, what, 10, 11, about $11 in this whole thing. And if I would have went into a store and seen it, I would have gave $40 for it in a heartbeat because I love it. And I still can't believe I made something that turned out this pretty. But look how easy and quick it was. I mean, you can't get any easier than that. And I've had this, 6 months now, I guess, my channel. And the more I create, the more ideas I get, and the more tickled I get with myself that I can actually do something like this. I used to pay people a boatload of money to do these things for me, and now $11, and it's mine, and I have the pride of knowing that I did it and showing you how you can do it, and just uplift your house with things that are so cheap and easy to do. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this, and if you are as excited about it as I am. Now, there will be one more video of some crafts that I'm doing before the big finale. So this is number 6, and then there'll be the big finale. Number 7. Now, this right here, if you watched my challenge yesterday, you've already seen this. But I had pre-recorded all of this before that challenge, and I did not want to go back and take it all out because it was just too much hassle. So this is a little mirror that I've had for a long time and didn't match anymore. So I took it apart and I just gave it a little facelift. I took my ivory chalk paint and I went right over the top of that gold and orange. And I didn't really even get down in there too good. I was mainly trying to cover up that orange, those orange beads there, or little jewels, whatever you want to call it. And I actually love the way it turned out. And then I just took the ivory and I just kind of brushed around where they had brushed around and just gave it, like I said, a little facelift and added just a little bit more to it. And then once that was done, I put it all back together, and that was literally all there was to it. And this was free. Free. I hate them commercials. I don't even know why I just said that. But anyway, look how that turned out. I just thought it turned out so cute. And it was something that normally I would have just taken to the Goodwill and give them. And I ended up just, giving a little facelift. That's another thing I've learned to do in the past 6 months is stop going and buying all of this stuff and letting other people do it. Do it yourself. Look, Brenda did this. I did this. And I like it so much better now. Like, it was cute before, but I love, love, love it now. And it goes perfectly in my new bathroom. So make sure you let me know down in the comments what you think about this. And now this is my other favorite right here. I love this. This little window pane my sister gave me for my birthday several years ago. And I have loved it since I had it, and I knew I always wanted to do something with it, but never got around to it. Well, I went to clean my closet out the other day, and I found it, and I was like, oh, heavens to Betsy, that is going to be perfect in my new bathroom. So I gave it a little facelift, painted it down with that ivory chalk paint, and then I went back in with some truffle and distressed it down. And once I did that, all I did was printed out 4 of the same pictures that I've been using in this whole series. And I did go ahead and Mod Podge those down. And I went ahead and did the finish over the top with the Mod Podge. Because when you do that, it just gives it this old, vintage, crinkled, crackled kind of look. I don't know how to explain it. You'll see whenever I show you in just a minute. But I love the way that it looks whenever you Mod Podge over the top of it. And then I just put it all back together after. Now, I did clean it up in the process, but I didn't film that. And then that was all there was to it. And this is how that turned out. And look, y'all. Look at yonder. Now, you can't tell me that that ain't just the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. And I probably would have gave $50 for this, and I wouldn't have even blinked at it. Look at that. When I grew up, that's the handles that we had in our house. Those glass, and I always felt like a princess in my bedroom because my handles look like that on my door, and I'm sure they still sell them. But I just love this little window pane, and I'm glad that I pulled it out. Now, can you see the texture that Mod Podge gives under there? I don't know if that flash is too bright to show you what I'm talking about, but it just makes it a little more old and vintage looking to me. And I'm going to tell you something else too in just a minute. But let me finish telling you about this because y'all know I get sidetracked. Squirrel. But anyway, that is that. And I love the way that turned out. This is everything all together. And I just could not be more pleased at how all this turned out. And I've got, what, $3? No, I've got 11, 12, 13. I've got $13 in this whole video. The flowers cost the most of it. And then those 2 bottles from the Dollar Tree and that planter from the Dollar Tree. And like I said, the little bean pot feet. All of it. So what, $13 for this whole video. And I just love these. These are 2 of my favorites in here. And I love the little jars. But anyway, what I was going to tell you is I got to thinking. Now, I've been doing this series for over a month, right? Well, I got to thinking, I'm going to look up lavender shower curtains. Y'all, I found a stinking shower curtain and rugs to match perfectly with this whole set that I've been doing. Now, normally I'll find me a shower curtain and I'll build my whole bathroom around that. This time I did it backwards. I built my whole bathroom and then I found the shower curtain. But to find that daggone shower curtain and them rugs, y'all, I can't even contain myself. Because when I show you the big reveal in 2 weeks, you're going to flip out. You're going to be like, what? You will think that I'm lying to you and that I found the shower curtain and the rugs first. But honest to God, hand to God, I did not until the last minute. And I just got them in and I am so stoked. Now I'm going to hush and take a breath. This is Vintage Lavender Farmhouse Series number 6, Monner's Market. My name is Brenda. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram and all at Monner's Market. If you are not subscribed to my channel, if you've just recently found me, oh my heavens, I'm so excited to have you. Welcome to my family. I am high-spirited. I'm ADHD and run my mouth a little bit more than I should. But anyway, thank you for coming. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. Definitely give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment. And 2 days from now is Easter while I'm filming this. But actually, when you see this, yesterday will have been Easter. So I hope you have and have had a wonderful Easter this year. God bless you. Come back next week. Bye, y'all.